thermistor. What is this thermistor? Thermistor is nothing but a resistor of any conductor, oxides of any conductor, as well as it may be a resistor of semiconductor material, which is very sensitive for any change, small change in temperature. So it is sensitive for change in temperature. Means any small change in temperature causes large change in resistance. The material which is having that property is known as a thermistor. That thermistor may be made from oxides of conductors, as well as these thermistors can be made from semiconductor material. Symbolically, that thermistor is represented again just like a resistance with a zigzag line, but one dot is placed on that. If we use this symbol, then this will be a thermistor. Thermistors may have two types of effect of temperature. Means small change, small increase in temperature causes increase in resistance. Increase in resistance. Such thermistors are known as positive temperature coefficients. Thermistors. In short, it is also named as a PTC. And if we plot a graph between, this graph between temperature and resistance in case of thermistor having PTC, then you will get increase in temperature causes increase in resistance. So that graph is like this. So this is for PTC. On the other hand, you will also observe that there are some thermistors in which small increase in temperature causes decrease in resistance. Such thermistors are known as negative temperature coefficients. In short, it is named as NTC. And if we plot graph for that between temperature and resistance, in case of this NTC, you will get graph as there is increase in temperature, there is decrease in resistance of that or that material. So this is graph for NTC. The property of thermistor, which is very sensible for any change in temperature, this causes very number of practical uses, because these thermistors are used in thermal sensors, remote of thermal sensors, as well as these thermistors are used in digital thermometers, because any small change in temperature causes a rise in resistance or decrease in resistance. This property is used in that digital thermometers. And finally, these thermistors are also used as protectors of any electrical network or any electrical circuit, because mostly these are the PTCs. Because if there is any small increase in temperature, means if by any other problem, if there is increase in temperature of that circuit, that means if large current is flowing through that circuit, it increases its temperature, and increase in temperature causes increase in resistance, and increase in resistance causes further opposed to the flow of large affected by this thermistor. So these thermistors are PTC as well as NTC type. Now we have to, in accordance with the resistance property, we have to consider the another type of material which is nowadays very popular and which is used in many practical purposes, and that is known as a superconductor. Superconductors are the materials in which there is decrease in resistance or its resistivity due to decrease in temperature. Superconductors are the materials in which there is decrease in resistance or resistivity due to decrease in temperature. So this is property, means if you decrease temperature, then its resistivity decreases. There are certain superconductors for which at very low temperature its resistivity or resistance value decreases to such an extent that they will have a zero value. Means at low temperature, these are the materials which are behaving as good conductor, ideally a good conductor. But there is a limitation. We have to always perform that experiment for that certain low temperature. So this is superconductor. Now the low temperature, that particular low temperature at which value of resistance becomes or value of its resistivity becomes zero, that low temperature is known as critical temperature. So that value is known as a critical temperature. So this is a material which is having resistance property which is affected by the temperature. Decreasing temperature causes decrease in resistance or resistivity property. So these are the different materials which are categorized on the basis of resistance and its dependence on temperature. Now we have to consider now a physical quantity which is from formula of resistance, and it is again important like resistance, that is resistivity, or it is also known as specific resistance. The specific resistance is denoted by letter rho. It is read as a rho. It is a specific resistance or resistivity. As I have already told, from dependence of resistance, how it comes, R is directly proportional to L, inversely proportional to A, and if we remove that proportionality constant, we have to place that proportionality constant, that is rho. Here rho is a specific resistance, and therefore from this relation we can formulate this specific resistance, that is rho is equal to R into A divided by L. Here the specific resistance is having SI unit. From this formula, that SI unit is ohm meter. Ohm meter. Or symbolically it is also written as ohm meter. And its dimensional formula is E raised to 3, m raised to 1, t raised to minus 3, and A. Here A is not area, but it is for ampere or current. You may write current I, that is minus 2. So this is a dimensional formula for this specific resistance rho. As resistance depends on the length, that means dimension, its material, as well as the temperature of any conductor or that material. But in case of this resistivity is independent of the dimensions. Whatever may be its length or whatever may be its area, it does not depend on all these things. That so it is independent of the specific resistance is independent of dimensions. That means it does not depend on L and A, but it only depends on material, nature of material, because this resistivity is intrinsic property of material, purely a property of material. So it depends on material as well as, similar with resistance, it also depends on temperature. How it depends on temperature? We can write similar relation with resistance as rho T. If this is the resistivity at any temperature T, then it is related with any resistivity at 0 degree centigrade as rho 0 into 1 plus alpha into delta T. So this is relation for changing its resistivity, change the resistivity at any temperature T. So this is a dependence of this resistivity. So most of the times resistance as well as resistivity are directly related with temperature, graphically also. Now this resistivity of any material or resistance of any material is get increased by increasing or by adding impurity as well as mechanical stress. Means this resistivity does not get affected by changing any dimension of material, but it is get affected if we change that material, or it is get affected if we change or increase or decrease the temperature. At the same instant, this resistivity is get increased or changed by changing or by adding some impurity to that pure conductor, as well as by increasing its mechanical stress. Magnetic intensity of applied magnetic field also cause increasing its resistivity. Only this is not possible for materials conductors like iron. So this is important physical quantity that is known as a specific resistance. Most of the times student get asked the example for this resistivity, means you have given a resistivity of material, and if there is change in its length, area, and you have get asked again what is the new value of resistivity. Student directly calculates the resistivity from this formula, but student must remember this resistivity does not depend on any change in its dimension. Now the next term, which is also important, parallel with any resistance, and that is conductance. In my last period, that conductance is denoted by letter G. It may be also denoted by letter C, and that conductance is reciprocal of resistance. That means this conductance is having unit 1 by ohm. It is also written as a Simon or it is also written as 1 by ohm is equal to mho, and symbolically it is also represented like this. So this is conductance. This conductance means if a conductor is having a high resistance, that means its conductivity or conductance is having very low value. If that conductor is having very low resistance value, then it is a good conductor. And the next term is conductivity. It is denoted by sigma. And remember, this sigma is as conductance is reciprocal of resistance, conductivity is a reciprocal of resistivity. That means it is having unit 1 by ohm meter, that is mho per meter. And its dimensional formula is L raised to minus 3, M raised to minus 1, T raised to 2, T raised to 3 and A raised to A or I raised to 2. So this is dimensional formula for conductivity. So all these things are related with resistance, its specific resistance, dependence of its resistance or conductance with temperature. Now, as we know that resistance can be measured if you know the length of conductor, area of cross section of conductor and its specific resistance, then you can calculate the resistance of conductor by formula R is equal to rho into L by 8. But I think it is a very such a quite lengthy and complicated process, because in this process we have to measure initially the length of that conducting wire. Area of cross section means we have to measure the radius of that wire. Then we have to calculate its area, and then we have to measure the resistance of that conductor. But this complicated method can be made quite simple by using the special type of resistance that are known as carbon resistance. By using carbon resistance, we can easily measure the value of resistance without measuring its length, dimension, or without knowing its specific resistance. We can measure the value of resistance directly, because in carbon resistance there are certain color bands or color codes on it, and by using that color code or color band we can measure the value of resistance of that carbon resistance. So we have to here know color code of resistance. That carbon resistance is having 4 color bands on it. There are 4 color bands on it. Suppose this is A, B, C and D. By using these 4 color bands, we can determine value of this resistance quite quickly. Out of these 4 color bands, initial these 2 color band provides the first 2 digits of that value A, B. Then third color band is nothing but a multiplier, that is a decimal multiplier, means 10 to the power n, and the last one will provide the tolerance, means percentage of accuracy. So in this way we can determine the resistance of this resistor, and for that we have to use a chart in which color, its code and its decimal multiplier is mentioned. These colors are like black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet and white. So these are the sequential color codes which are having codes as black is having 0, brown is 1, red is 2, orange 3, yellow 4, green 5, blue 6, violet 7. Here one is grey and white. So 7, grey is 8 and white 9. And multiply, that means whatever its code, that will be as a 10 to the power. That is here 0, that means 10 to the power 0, 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power 2, 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 4, 10 to the power 5, that is for green. For blue, that is 10 to the power 6, violet, that is 10 to the power 7, grey, that is 10 to the power 8, and white, that is 10 to the power 9. We take simple one example, that is suppose these color bands are orange, red and gold. Here orange means its code, that is 3. First A, B are simultaneously written. Red, that means 2. Now third one is always a multiplier, so that will be 10 to the power. Again it is a red, so 10 to the power 2. And here last one is always a tolerance. For gold there is a plus or minus 5% tolerance. For silver it is plus or minus 10% tolerance, and for no color there is plus or minus 20% tolerance. If it is gold, then it is plus or minus 5% tolerance. So the value of that resistance which is having color code orange, red, gold is 32 into 10 to the power 2 plus or minus 5